What is going on, guys? We are back on Madden 23, and today we're going to be doing a speed rebuild of the Baltimore Ravens. The full rebuild of the Ravens will be on Thursday, but I'm thinking it's going to be kind of an inverse of that Colts rebuild we did where we traded for Lamar Jackson. Instead, we would be getting the picks for Lamar Jackson. The problem with that, though, is it would kind of just result in us getting Anthony Richardson, which seems like a great fit, but another Anthony Richardson rebuild, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that's where I'm leaning, though. I know it's interconference, but at the same time, getting the most you can. Maybe we trade into the Falcons, but it would cost a lot more than what we had with the Colts, because pick 4 versus, I don't even know what Atlanta's picking, but definitely not close to 4. Oh yeah, pick 8. That's not terrible, but that would be outside of the realm of quarterback. Maybe you trade into the Falcons and then trade up to 3 with the Cardinals. I don't know, but regardless, this is what we're going to be doing for today. This will be the Lamar Jackson Odell, quote-unquote, rebuild, because it'll be a speed rebuild, but it won't be the most realistic, because obviously in this situation we're going to trade anything and everyone we can to get a starting roster for this season, whether it's a bunch of 35-year-olds that are great or not. Doesn't really matter about next season. It's all about this. And I got to say, it's not a bad starting roster, obviously. 83 overall. Normally when you're an 80 overall in these rebuilds, you start with 10 minutes plus 2 to count for the glitch where you make trades and you have to back out for the trades to actually show up. Otherwise, you try to trade the thing you just got or something like that, and then it just goes away right as you're trying to accept it. So you have to back out every time, we add those 2 minutes. But in this case, they're 83 overall, so you would lose 3 minutes, which would make it 9. I'm just going to make it a clean 10. So, I'm a little rusty. I need that extra minute. But as far as needs go, the offensive line isn't terrible. I would look to get a new left guard for sure. Maybe trade Stanley to land 2 84-plus tackles that are star rather than superstar. Keep the tight end more than likely. Obviously, keep Odell and Lamar. Everything else, though, we could probably get rid of, except for right guard, of course. And then defensively, middle linebacker looks great. I would love to get a true elite edge rusher, and, that's kind of my main goal. Main edge rusher, shore up the O-line a little bit, maybe add one more wide receiver, and that would be good enough for me. But yeah, if you like rebuilds, franchise, all that kind of stuff, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe if you're new. The main thing you can tell me whether you're new or not is, what do you guys think for that Thursday rebuild? Should it be a non-Lamar Jackson rebuild? I don't know if Odell's really got much more in the tank than 1 year anyways. The way I kind of seen this whole thing from him was, there's gonna be a desperate team that's gonna guarantee him some money, and whether his body holds up or not, that's his money to keep, right? So that's what he was aiming for, and he kind of got it. It's a 1 year thing. It would not surprise me to see him not play another snap of football after this season. We'll see, though. Never know. He's a fun player to watch, so I'm not rooting for that to happen, but that's the way I see it. Also, mentor rookie. I think Isaiah Likely is a superstar, which maybe call it a little cheese, but it's not really my job to judge or not. He's a superstar tight end. He's going to add some value. Why not? But yeah, even though we've done the whole Anthony Richardson thing a couple times now, you can't tell me it wouldn't be a fun move. I think the Ravens fans would be okay with losing Lamar Jackson in this current situation to get Anthony Richardson and still extra capital. I would say they don't want to lose Lamar, but at the same time, if that's the way it's trending, the replacement being Anthony Richardson wouldn't be the worst, right? A lot of potential there with speed as well. But regardless of the point, let us get our 10-minute clock ready to go. It is really bright on my screen. But anyways, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Once again, we don't have to worry about quarterbacks, so that's nice. Do we trade a bunch of wide receivers off for a talented wide receiver? I'm not sure how that's going to go. What do we got here? No, it wasn't the Commanders. The Colts don't really have anyone. Let's see the trade finder. We never really use this. And there's a reason why, because you go through so many different names. Chase is actually not bad. Goddard, Darren Waller. I'm not really seeing a wide receiver, so there's more time wasted. I think, honestly, if you're going to use the finder, you want to find a... what is that called? You want to find a player rather than try to find a trade for your player, if that makes any sense. The Texans, there's really not a team that's looking great here. Metcalf's only an 88 overall, so maybe he's an X factor, though. I like Metcalf a lot. I can't really remember what Lockett's sim number's like, but Metcalf's numbers are definitely solid. Do I really want to give up 14 next? Can I also get, Brooks or something like that? I'm not even sure what we need. Where the hell? Wait, is Jordan Brooks not on this team? Where is he? He's playing left out. I was like, what the hell? Maybe it's just... Oh my, it's actually not good enough as is. Okay, so a whole minute has gone by. We are getting talent for DK, although you don't really want to go for X Factors, but DK is a different type of X Factor. He's just a freak in the game, so I want him. Oh my dude, do I have to really give up a second round and a first round for him? Okay, we got some speed. Odell and DK, I like it. I like it. I feel like their attitudes would also, like, they would become, like, that duo, right? They would just be mean. It would just be a mean duo to go against. Running back, Dobbins. I don't even know how good he is in Sim, to be honest, but I don't know if we're going to be able to make a play. Let's get rid of Edwards instead of Dobbins, just in case. Just in case we can't make a play. Who was Pacheco? Jonathan Taylor. He's going to be a bit hard to get, though, isn't he? Who the hell do we want? I'm just trying to get someone. They have some linemen, don't they? Braden Smith. That's it. That's all I can get is Braden Smith. Braden Smith for Nelson. There we go. There we go. So we need a new left guard. I'm trying to think. I guess you could probably get some value from Morgan Moses and Falele. Let's try to do that if we can. So left guard, Makari. I think we're going to hopefully be able to replace one left guard, and we're kind of cooking. Was there any, like, really good interest? The Rams, I don't think they really have... honestly, anything going on for themselves. And I forgot Shaq Mason's no longer here. Who the hell do I get? Vita Vea. Is he still a superstar? Okay, that's not good. What about Jamel Dean? This team doesn't really need corner. They don't even need safety either. Shaq Barrett. Oh, this team. The Buccaneers are nowhere near as good as they used to be on the game. I'll tell you much. I'll tell you that much. Right guard. They have a center, don't they? Bro, what the hell happened to the Colts, too? Is there any other green interest teams? This is a really bad situation for us. Havenstein. Surely there's got to be some sort of lineman that can move over to guard, right? Somebody's athletic enough. Byron Jones. Is that a thing? I feel like I'm so out of the loop. To be fair, I did sim a few, so maybe. Melvin Ingram. This team sucks. Holy crap. I'm sorry, Rams fans. You've been getting killed by me lately, but... it's factual, and you guys know it. You guys want a Super Bowl, so stop complaining. Straight up? Oh my god, it wasn't enough straight up. Okay, Daniel Falele has no value. We have 6 minutes left. Not exactly the most happy with how this is going, but at least we got a few linemen. Lineman seems to be fine. Throw Daniel Falele on the list just to get as much value as we can. I really want a running back, so maybe even like land with like Zeke or something. I don't even know, but... he might be a free agent still, so I don't even know if that actually is going to happen. Havenstein. So we have our whole offensive line. I don't know how much James is going to be worth. Brent Urban. What a name drop. Let's trade these guys off. Let's actually try to get an edge rusher. Chargers, Cardinals aren't going to get us that. Eagles, maybe. Actually, Eagles. Nah, I'm pretty sure Hassan Reddick is an X Factor now, isn't he? Yeah, that kind of tells me maybe he is. Anyone? Sweat, actually. He's not great, but he's serviceable. He's kind of better than what we have, so I would be down. Malik Harrison. Okay, so Malik Harrison kind of moved the needle a little bit. Third round pick probably does it, but let's do a fourth real quick. I don't know if third's going to do it. I can do a second next year if we have one still. Oh, that's such an L. I'm not going to try to scheme him for, like a fifth. It's just not worth the time. Not worth the time at all. 5 minutes left. We got Josh Sweat, so our edge slightly improves. It's not exactly the talent I wanted, but we do have that first-round pick this year still, which is still valuable. We definitely need a new running back, though. So let's try to do that if we can. Interior wouldn't hurt either. I don't know if these guys are really providing that much value here. We have Geno Stone. So really the draft picks are kind of what we have left. Need a new running back. We talked about it. The Cardinals aren't going to give us that. Marquise Brown. You're not really getting much talent off the Cardinals. It sucks because they have a lot of talent to get. They want a lot of players, but they don't really have a lot of talent to give. Tony Pollard sucks in sim. Is Zeke still here? He's not. Who would have signed him? Because he's not actually signed, right? McCaffrey, there's no way. There's no way you even get close to McCaffrey. Who's like any decent edge here? Don't know what overall. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen here. Damn, the Niners had double green, but I don't think that double green was even real anyways. The Vikings, maybe? I don't know what Za'Darius is like. Ooh, Za'Darius is an 87 overall. Oh, it's because he's still a superstar. Is Danielle Hunter still a superstar? He had a pretty good season. I don't know, but I just want one of them. What's our next year picks? Oh, we have no freaking second left. Okay, that's not going to happen then. Okay, we're selling a bit here. We got 3 minutes left, and we're not really adding anything. We're kind of just kicking the needle here, kicking the ball back and forth. Who the hell do the Falcons have that would help me? Calais Campbell. Is he actually a Falcon? I think he might just be a free agent. They just signed him. I could use interior, so if they were down, what could I do with this? We really should use that first-round pick, because otherwise we're going to look like idiots if we don't land someone. Do you think it should be a straight up? Pretty close. That's talent. I mean, that's talent. You can call it what you want, but I mean, they have them. I'm making a trade. They actually ended up scamming us if you really think about it. So it is what it is. I think this first round pick, if we can get a running back and even a decent edge, I would love to do that. I don't think that's really going to happen with the Giants. What about... Nah, you're not going to be able to get Aaron Jones and Gary Shirley, right? He's a superstar in the game, I'm pretty sure, but you never know. Let's see, what can we do? Quarterback, no. Tight end, he's a superstar. Superstar. Oh my god, it didn't even move. It literally didn't even move. Oh, this is bad. Oh, it's like almost doable, but it's not quite. Miles Sanders and Brian Burns. That would be a decent trade, actually. I'd actually take that. I think it's a great trade. Bro, that can't be something that doesn't go. Pick 14. Those two guys are not good enough to be defending. I'm sorry to those two guys. No way! It's like an inch! Oh, no! I'm willing to give up anyone. At this point, I don't even care who it is. Thank you. I mean, we just lost a starting lineman, but those players, I think, were just so important that we had to finish that trade. A minute and a half left. Didn't upgrade the linemen or the linebackers. We need a new lineman. Boom. Boom. Let's get rid of one of the linebackers. Away. Green interest from the oh my god, I keep coming to this team. I would just take it if I could. Oh my god. Who is it? Who's there? Who's at the door? Mailata, maybe? Mailata and Landon Dickerson just to have the depth. Anyone? Do we have any extra picks? That third round, maybe? Asking a lot here just to get, like, you know, slightly... Oh, my God. Can we go Landon? Where's right tackle, man? We might need Fletcher Cox. I'll probably get rid of Jordan Davis on this list. If that doesn't go. Oh, my God. Is it because Fletcher Cox is like a superstar or something? Tremaine Edmonds or Terrell Edmonds. Not Tremaine. Oh, my God. Just give me Dickerson at this point. They won't take Dickerson? Wait, what? Oh, no. How do I get this? What do I need to do? Wow, we just sold. We have so many extras. Just let me have one trade. I guess. I don't know, dude. Ran out of time. Well, that kind of sucked. Let's move the players around and see who we left on the board. So sadly, we did leave Likely on the board. I kind of just want to see what his trade value even is. Wow, the game really doesn't value him. How? A superstar tight end is worth a 62 overall to the Giants. A 60 overall outside linebacker, 58 overall guard from the Jags. Are you kidding me? This is a joke. Why? Why would he's a superstar? Do they not understand? Bro, I don't even understand. I don't even understand myself. We obviously sold the line a little bit, but at least Falele is still here, so we can move some players around. Linderbaum's kind of on the slower side. Maybe move Braden, move everyone in one. I don't even know. Because Falele is not built to play guard. I guess I'll put Braden Smith at left guard. Wow, this is... Talking about non-athletic players, I can't believe they didn't take the trade for Landon. Is he like superstar and I didn't realize it or something? Because like he's good, but is he worth everything we said? Like really? A third-round pick with, who was it, Owe and some other dude? Dobbins, maybe? I don't know, dude. It's not the greatest in my book. But at least Calais is back, I suppose. I'm still debating on how I want to go about the whole playbook situation, but... The team's all right, I suppose. I mean, we kind of improved the offensive line. Didn't really have a chance to trade Stanley off, but I suppose with the cap penalties, the dead hits, wouldn't have really worked. But wide receivers look great. Running back looks great. Miles Sanders also looks great. Ha! Lamar's a running back joke. Wow. It's funny. Mark Andrews obviously didn't want to touch him. He's solid. Calais Campbell's back. Didn't change the cornerbacks any. Didn't change really much on the defense. We added Edmonds as a backup, added Burns and Sweat, but kept most of everything else intact. Not really a whole lot more we could have done, to be honest. You know, we improved the offense quite a bit. The defense is better. Let's move on and hopefully at least make the playoffs. It was a pretty good start to the season, and oh wow, it actually did not finish well. It was like 7-2. We went 10-7, kept the Ravens scheme. I don't know how I want to do these, dude. Like, it really should be the same scheme, but then again, it kind of like defeats the purpose a little bit. But then again, it also defeats the purpose of building a good team when we know schemes determine a lot in the game, no matter how talented your roster is. Like, look at how bad Lamar Jackson played. I get this is kind of how they play, right? Run the ball a ton, especially with the quarterback, but man, that's an L. Odell, that would be a huge win, huge season for him. Metcalf 915 with 11 touchdowns. Blocking was actually really good. Kind of can't allow sacks if you don't throw the ball. Burns at 9.5, Campbell at 8, 7 for Sweat, Matabuke or 5, Pierce for 3. Only 2 tackles for a loss. I know he's the nose tackle, but 510 snaps. He had 2 tackles for a loss. Maybe injuries were on just for him. Marlon Humphrey, 5 interceptions. Tucker missed 2 kicks on 18. Stout, 53.4 yards per carry per punt. Kick return game wasn't like crazy, and then punt return game was like non-existent. Definitely wouldn't have won MVP. Maybe on the list just because of the efficiency and the rushing was number 7. Any award wins elsewise? Chiefs cleaning up house for the most part, though. Sheesh. Maybe the Eagles scheme is better for Lamar Jackson, as Jalen Hurts had a pretty good season, and he had a good amount of rushing yards. The Bills only had like 300, and you can see like teams like the Niners had Purdy with over 300, and it's a couple other teams like Burrow had 200, whatnot. Jared Goff. I mean, using the running ability, there's not really much more you could do than the Ravens or even the Eagles scheme. So I guess we just have to live with it if we want to utilize him properly, but at the same time, we know this scheme is not even close to as good as the other schemes are for trying to win games. But we're here the way we are, and let's get to it. Here we go with the Buffalo Bills. What is going to happen? Defense makes a stop. You get 3 points. Our offense threw a pick, it seems. 10-0, 10-7. You really don't want to get into like a gunslinger battle, so keep trying to run the ball, though they are passing the ball a lot. Defense is doing what it can, as offense is really not helping. And defense wins the game, 16-14. The Baltimore Ravens, no matter who's on their defense, seem to have a great defense every season anyways, but that great? That was unexpected, I'll put it that way. Passing wasn't great. Rushing wasn't great. I mean, offense is just awful, as we kind of expected it to be, because look at the way they played. But, we seen that score, and we were like, yeah, this ain't looking too good. Just glad we didn't throw even more interceptions than we did. But hey, we moved on to the divisional round, I suppose. Not an easy team to beat. I still just can't get over how bad the trade value was for Mr. Isaiah Likely. Superstar development trade, 23 years old. I don't even know. But 88 overall for us, 85 overall for the Chargers. Could we win a Super Bowl on a speed rebuild? Been a while since we've done a speed rebuild, and super while since we've won a Super Bowl in one. At least I believe. I mean, I can't really remember. It's been so long, but usually we don't win the Super Bowl. It's really tough. It is really tough, especially when you don't change the schemes. 7-3, not bad. 7-6. Defense is giving up more scores. Offense had a chance. They do score another touchdown, though. Only up by 1 at second half. More points than last game. 21-13. 24-13. 31-13. Not bad. We take that. Okay, that's a nice little win. This defense is kind of special. 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Very efficient rushing. Very, weak again from Miles Sanders. I need him to do better. Josh Sweat's been pretty good. No picks. And kicking was perfect. I also don't change the XP sliders for this series, quote-unquote, if you want to call it a series. I haven't really uploaded this in a while. Ooh, division rivals who won the division as well. So the overall shouldn't have changed too much either. Philadelphia's in the Super Bowl. Only beat the Giants, I think it was, by 7. Really good start for us here. 7-0, 14-0. I mean, if there was an offense that was going to be worse than ours, you would hope it would be the Steelers. I don't even know how the hell they're here. Who did they get at quarterback? Maybe it was like a free agent QB I'm not thinking of. And defense is going to do enough. We're headed to the Super Bowl. Okay, that's hell of a welcome back to speed rebuilds. Let me tell you that much. That is a nice welcome back. Lamar Jackson, 119 yards. Oh, my Lord, dude. I know he ran the ball a lot, but really? Okay, Burns, 3 sacks, 2 sacks for Sweat. That's like half of what a normal quarterback would have. That's like a first half for like most quarterbacks. That's insanity. We are the Eagles, the Super Bowl, 86 overall, so we are higher overall than them. Any dev-ups? Metcalf would have already been X Factor. Beckham, obviously, is still star. Improviser for Lamar. Can he get a speed upgrade? I'm pretty sure improviser is the best way to get that, right? 2 to deep. Accuracies are decent enough. Let's take a look at the defensive side of things. Any dev-ups here? I wouldn't be able to tell you, to be honest. Marlon Humphrey for sure, but I don't know what Burns normally is. Probably superstar as well. Maybe X Factor, but would he regress? I don't know. But, yeah, 89 overall versus 86 overall. Eagles, they're like our scheme, but they actually pass the ball more, so I don't know how this is going to go for us. All right, going to the end of the game. Defense starts off strong, 7-0, 7-7, though. 7-14. This is the first time we've had like a deficit, I believe, in these games. Come on, offense. Offense needed to do something at one point, and they just can't. I mean, I know it's a speed rebuild. I'm not supposed to come in, but I'm coming in. I'm coming in. Wonder what the numbers are like. 19 for Metcalf, 1 for Odellis. Not even number 3. Okay. It is what it is. And we get hit as we throw on the very first play. Man, it took Odell a while to get over there. It took him a long time to get to where I needed him to get to. Man, well, there's that. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we were just outmatched. This offense did nothing. So Lamar didn't actually throw an interception. It was us that did it, but look at the yard difference. Like, look at the yard difference. I know it's the scheme, but, like, that is just unwinnable. I want to actually test what would happen if we ran the Dallas Cowboys scheme in this one, which is supposed to be the best scheme in the game because they're just busted for sim. But obviously, it goes without saying that I could literally just keep the original playbooks on, sim 5 times, and we would get different results every time anyways. But I'm just curious. Of course, we get smoked on by the Eagles right away anyways. Okay, the offense just sucks. I mean, they're literally doing nothing. Oh, they finally moved on the field. 7-24 now. So that was a generous one last game. Last game was generous. Wow, okay. I mean, we're only a higher overall than them. I guess EA has their script written out. 41-21. We lose either way. We actually lose in a worse fashion this way. But, of course, obviously, Lamar Jackson's going to throw for more. Wow, Miles Sanders is some garbage. Against his whole team, they paid him. I don't care what anyone says. He was paid off. They paid him off. Absolutely no shame. No shame for Miles Sanders or the Eagles. I can't believe they would do that. That's just dirty, dude. I can't believe that. But anyways, that is going to be it for the Baltimore Ravens speed rebuild. We got to the damn Super Bowl. That's a pretty damn good run, considering. I mean, sometimes these don't even make us to the Super Bowl or the playoffs. And we even have better teams in this sometimes. So I'm just happy to have some sort of success, which Super Bowl is obviously success. Let me know where you guys think Lamar Jackson's headed. If he is headed anywhere, do you think the Odell move was enough? Do you think Odell was overpaid? Like I said, I'm not rooting against him. I think he's a fun player when he's healthy, but that's the problem. He's not healthy. Coming off of a huge injury. He's like 30 now, and, I don't know. Is this I guess the Ravens are a team that always competes, so I don't know if I would say it's not a win now team. It definitely can win now, especially if you get Lamar Jackson back, but if you're the Ravens and it doesn't look like it's going to go your way and the Colts do offer that 4th pick and some other things, would you do it? Interconference could beat you for the next 10-plus years. Not that you really have the greatest leverage right now anyways on him, so, I mean, both sides, it is what it is. It's a disgusting battle. Who knows what's going to happen? I would just hate to be a fan of a team with quarterback issue. Roger. Who knows what's happening with these damn quarterbacks. But yeah, I don't know. I think Thursday we'll do a Ravens rebuild, but I want to trade him. I just don't know where, and I don't know if I should. I've already done a rebuild, like not even like maybe a month ago, where we kept Lamar and we went JSN. Like that's basically already the Odell move, if you will. With Odell on this roster in Madden, I probably don't grab a wide receiver, so it's it's almost the same thing anyways. So if I was going to do another Ravens rebuild, I would kind of want to do a non-Lamar Jackson one. But if I trade him to the Colts, I'm absolutely taking Richardson, and we're probably going to run the Ravens scheme and see what he can get up to. But at the same time, I feel like you would trade him out of conference. So Atlanta at 8, trade up to 3 with the Cardinals, maybe, right? I think that would be a good, smart move. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you guys want to see another speed rebuild in the future, maybe leave a like and let me know who you would want to see, I suppose. That's about it. If you have any challenge ideas as well, that's always a fun thing to do. I like a challenge rebuild. Some rebuilds are just too easy. Some are already impossible. Challenge rebuild, just rebuild the Rams. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Should be another video later today. I don't know if this would have been first or second. Probably would have been first, so maybe Steelers franchise, and then the Super Bowl for the Seattle Seahawks series finale tomorrow. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!